So, I'm hoping and praying that what I got recorded with Google Meet will actually carry over, but if it doesn't, then I'll go back through that with you one more time. But all I've done here is gone through Google Docs and gone to templates and picked one of the resumes. And I picked the Spearmint template just because it seems easier because there's not as much stuff that you need to do. So if you look on here, it has your basic stuff. So you have your name, the position you're applying for, your information. Please, please, please make sure your information is correct on that. Um, if you don't have correct information on that, guess who can't contact you for a job? Your future employer. Make sure your phone number is correct and make sure your email is correct. Also, this probably should go without saying, but if your email address is like bubblegumbaby99, maybe make a better email address. Use your school email address, but maybe use a more professional sounding email address. It just makes you look better when you're applying for jobs. Okay, um, even if you just create an email just for applying for jobs, please do that for yourself. It's just better that way. Okay. So it's really simple to do this. You just are going to use the template. And so I'm just going to do this. So, and then whatever position I'm applying for. So let's say I'm applying for classroom teacher. I'm going to put my information in there. My skills, I'm going to list anything I can think of as far as skills go. So I'm going to talk about, I am skilled with Google Suite, which is like all like Google Docs, Google Sheets, slides, all that stuff. I use that constantly. So obviously I'm really good with that. And it's helpful being a classroom teacher. I have experience with Blackboard. That's another uh, essentially like Google Classroom, but it's usually what colleges use. And I may put something else in there, but I'm going to also put that I have my Kentucky teacher certification. Just because those are all relevant to this. Now, you may not have skills, and if you don't have any skills to put there, just delete that part. That's all you got to do. And so my experience, I'm going to think about the top three things, maybe even the top two things that I have done for this. And so it tells you exactly what you need to do, right? You're going to put the most recent job here at the top. So I would put my Boyd County job here at the top, and it should be to present. Now, if let's say you're in between jobs or something like that, you put it on there. Um, I would not include anything in there about why you are not working there unless it asks for that, like on an application, or they ask you for that on an interview. And we're going to talk interviews. And a good thing to not do is say, "Well, I really hated my boss. He just really sucked." Not a good way to get a job. Just throwing it out there to you. But we'll talk about interviews later on. Um, but essentially, what you're going to do is you're going to go through all this stuff and you're going to talk about, what you've been involved in. And this experience may be volunteer experience. Okay. It may not be a job, it may be babysitting. Okay. If you babysit younger siblings or you babysit cousins or if you mow lawns in the summer, put that in there. And instead of the month, the present, you put seasonal because it only happens sometimes of the year. If you worked at McDonald's for 2 years and you recently quit because you're planning on going to college soon, or you want to focus in on this, or it's really difficult for you to be virtual right now, put that, right? Put that you worked at McDonald's, and if they ask you why you had to quit McDonald's, be honest with them. Tell them that you wanted to really make sure that you focus in on your studies so that way you could actually graduate and do better for yourself. Okay, whatever it is that the reason is. Um, but if it's because your boss sucks, then we'll talk about that and figure out a way to say that a little bit better. Um, so whatever experience you have, put it in there. If you don't have enough experience, then don't put them all in there. You don't, like I said, you don't have to have a really, really long resume. Okay. Education, you're going to have Boyd County High School. Okay. And on this, you're going to put the month and the year that you started there. But then you're also going to put expected graduation date. And I will put May 2021. And that way you have it in there. Your degree is going to be a general degree, but you may put in there, like, let's say, for example, you're applying to be a mechanic and you've taken a bunch of auto shop classes at East Campus. Put in there what you've taken. Okay. Put your math classes in there. Put your, if you did carpentry and you're applying for a carpentry job, put that in there. If you have been a part of the nursing program and you are going to exit, you're going to graduate high school with a CNA or something close to it, put that in there. Really try to make yourself look really good on paper, even if you feel like you don't have enough or you can't do enough. If you put stuff on there, I'm going to be able to look at this and give you feedback and try to help you to make this better. Obviously, I have to teach you English, but if you can't get a job, then what good is English to you, right? And so I'm going to try to help you in any way I can, and that's why we're doing this work with these resumes. So you can do any template you want to. This stuff at the bottom is just sort of ornamental, this right here. So you don't have to really include that, but awards you can put in there, like let's say you have perfect attendance for your freshman year, or you had honor roll last year. You've taken dual credit courses or AP courses. Anything like that is something that you can include to make yourself seem more marketable. Maybe you got some sort of award or you participated in something with welding or carpentry. I know there's different tests that they do and different, like Skills USA, maybe you got an award in Skills USA, put that on there. Anything that you can think of. Maybe you got promoted in ROTC or you are first chair for whatever instrument you play in band. Maybe you got to demonstrate your artwork at an art show. Put that on there. Okay, because right now you're relying a lot on what awards you got and you're not able to rely as much on your experience because you haven't been able to work as long. Okay, as you get older, as you work more jobs, you will be able to put more experience on there and you can rely less on those awards. But when you're starting, that's what you have to do. Okay, so this is your assignment. You're going to go to Google Docs, or you're going to go to Google, go to your little Google waffle, the little 9 dots there, go to Docs, go to Templates, scroll down, go to resume, pick one, put your stuff in there. That's it. Turn that into me. I want to be able to look at your resume and give you feedback. Okay? Before you turn it into me, please make sure that you have double checked it. If you see something that's misspelled, so if you see these little red lines underneath anything, like you see here, check it. All you have to do is right click it. And it says, "Did you mean that?" And if you didn't mean anything that it suggests to you, you need to go back and look and see how to spell that word. Okay? You can do a spelling and grammar check on anything. All right? And I recommend doing that. But make sure you're paying attention. If you want to do a spelling and grammar check on it, you go to Tools, Spelling and Grammar check. That's all you got to do. Okay? And it will check it for you. Now, if you meant to say one word but you typed a different one, it will not pick up on that, so you do have to look back through it. But I do want you all to get practice looking over these things for yourselves. Okay, I will point out mistakes to you, but I want to see as few mistakes as possible for this. All right, this is something that can help you get a job. If you are wanting to get a job right now, this is perfect for you. This is what you need to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let you get on with this. I think there's a lot of good that can come from you guys practicing this and getting some feedback from me in the classroom and maybe even from each other. So please take this to heart. Please really take this seriously and really give it a good effort because I think there's a lot of good that can come from this. Okay, have a good day, guys, and I will talk to you next week.